Hi, I'm Sharon Fott, Dean for the School of Nursing and Healthcare Leadership at UW-Tacoma, and welcome. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the achievements of this year's Master of Nursing graduates and award recipients. It's been a very long road for our graduates, and today we celebrate the completion of their studies. We are so pleased that you all are here, even though it's virtual and online. We want you to share in this celebration. We recognize also that at UW-Tacoma, we are building on and we learn, teach, and live on the traditional territory of the Puyallup. We acknowledge our Indigenous connections and dispossession and forced removal that have allowed for the growth and the survival of this institution. In terms of today's graduates, please recall that to complete a master's degree requires that adult learners have support in both their personal and their professional lives. We know that our grads are no exception and have truly benefited from your support. Our staff, for example, manage their day-to-day responsibilities to help keep students on track and on the path to graduation. Completing all of their requirements has been no easy task in this era of COVID-19. We are fortunate too to work with preceptors who are expert nurses and other care providers who willingly share their time and expertise to support our students in fieldwork, provide guest lectures, and support our scholarly inquiry. Imagine, for each graduate student here, some terrific experts have provided both support and feedback for over 140 hours of field work. Now that adds up really, really quickly when you have not one, but many graduate students across our region. All this effort has been to support you, our graduates, who are joining the ranks of nurses who have graduate degrees. And you know, nurses with graduate degrees is still, unfortunately, a pretty rare situation. Only about 13% of nurses have a graduate degree of any type. And you all this year have earned your degree from a master's program that, together with our sister campus to the north, UW-Bothell, was this spring rated as the #1 master's program among U.S. public universities. Isn't that amazing? We were amazed, so you all should be amazed as well. We are delighted to have today our Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Jill Purdy, join us to celebrate your achievements too. Let me tell you a little bit about Dr. Purdy in the event you haven't had the opportunity to work with her. Dr. Purdy earned her undergraduate degree in business administration at the College of William and Mary and her PhD in business administration at Penn State. She is actually one of the original faculty of the Milgard School of Business. She has also served as director of the MBA program and of the Center for Leadership and Social Responsibility and interim dean of the business school. Her research includes the study of social entrepreneurs, institutional influences on business social practices, cross-sector collaboration, and one of my personal favorites, conflict resolutions. And now we'll hear from Dr. Jill Purdy.
Hi, welcome. My name is Jill Purdy. I'm the Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at UW-Tacoma, and it is my pleasure and honor to welcome you to this ceremony today on behalf of the Chancellor and the campus. We are really delighted to be able to recognize you today for the amazing accomplishment of receiving a graduate degree in nursing. And this is an especially important accomplishment right now, given what a challenging year this has been for all of us, but especially those in the healthcare professions. I know you have worked very hard to achieve this wonderful degree, and I want to say that we are especially proud of the School of Nursing and Healthcare Leadership at UW-Tacoma, which, along with our sister campus at Bothell, was ranked #1 in the nation for master's degree granting nursing schools. And we are extremely proud of our amazing faculty and staff who have done so much to help you acquire the knowledge and the skills that you need to inform nursing practice, to assess health-related issues, and to really make a difference in the healthcare of a variety of people and communities that you serve. So allow me to be among the first to congratulate you on successfully completing your degree and to wish you all the best in your future endeavors. We know that you will be a friend to UW-Tacoma, and we're very proud to soon call you alumni. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so grateful to be here. Thank you, Dr. Purdy, for sharing your remarks with our wonderful students and families and friends celebrating this great day of hooding. Thank you, Dr. Fott. I'm going to be introducing this award that Dr. Fott is giving to one of our wonderful graduate students. This award, the Distinguished Scholar Award, comes to us from the faculty choices and celebrates a student who has given great energy to academic studies as well as professional advancement. So we will be hearing from Dr. Fott and the selection of this very special student.
Now, if I have it right, your scholarly inquiry project was on palliative care education for inpatient oncology nurses, an educational intervention. Hoorah for education. And it's an outstanding example of applying research findings to practice. Now, one of the things that you did that's really pretty wise that I'm not sure all graduate students think about doing is that you built on the work not only of what is described in the literature and in the research, but you built on the work of Lisa Del Val, who's one of our alums. And that's great because not only does it let you go further, but it lets her work be used in a really amazing way. And she completed a needs assessment demonstrating the need for more palliative care education for nurses in your organization, as I understand it. And you built on these findings and you developed a really phenomenal electronic resource for nurses that addressed specific learning gaps that were identified in the needs assessment. Does that sound about right?
That's correct.
And has it gone to work? Is it in place and part of your organization yet?
I'm going to the next fiscal year. So here soon, I'll send it up to staff.
Good. And we expect an update so we can brag on you in our newsletter.
Sure, I can do that.
Oh, please do. Please, we do. We take great pride in that. Now, as I understand it, this resource covers a variety of topics related to palliative care nursing, including symptom management and communication, cultural considerations, which can be very challenging in an acute care setting, and spiritual assessment and needs. Now, I understand that this educational intervention is going to be accessed really pretty easily and includes hyperlinks to both internal resources and resources that are outside of your organization too. Is that right? What a deal. What a deal. You should get gold stars for that. Now, one unexpected outcome of this project was the discovery that many newer nurses were not aware of all the professional development opportunities that are just sitting right there and available to them. And that's, I think that's particularly sad when you're in an academic health science center or any place in the Puget Sound region, because there's just so much information available to them. So this is going to be like a gold mine of knowledge for all of these newer nurses, and it will help the more experienced nurses that are supporting those newer nurses too. So in addition to that palliative care educational intervention, you also created a professional development resource to help nurses take advantage of the professional development opportunities and, more important, the funding that was available to them. That's a pretty big deal. You know, that's, That's remarkable because you've used theory, you've collected evidence, you've applied it to practice, and it benefits not only you by demonstrating what it is that you can do, but think of all the nurses and all of the patients and all of the families that are going to benefit. Katie, is there anything you'd like to add?
Just congratulations. It's been so great working with you, and congratulations. This is a wonderful honor, and I'm happy to be part of this very small group celebrating. And
So congratulations once again to our outstanding MN scholar, Ms. Andrea Navari. I'm going to help us move then to our next event, which is presentation of our Distinguished Alumni Award. And this year, our distinguished alum is Miss Sandra Olson. This award is actually highly prized in our school because it recognizes a UWT alum whose career in nursing exemplifies excellence in clinical practice, education, and leadership. And Sandra, who is a 2018 Master of Nursing graduate, was in the leadership concentration. She demonstrates exemplary leadership in clinical practice at the University of Washington Medical Center, having served as a nurse manager in the bone marrow transplant and immunotherapy unit. She leads collaboratively with executive nursing teams and medical leadership at UW Medical Center in the delivery of oncology care for patients across the Northwest. In this work, she helps to set standards and establish national quality benchmarks in oncology care, such as the prevention of CLABSI. Now, for those of you who are not into medical jargon, that's preventing really serious infections at IV sites. Sandra's leadership skills have been recognized by her promotion to the new role of Associate Director of Nursing and Clinical Operations at the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance Hospital in 2019. She is said to be the very example of an advanced practice professional nurse leader who addresses improving healthcare outcomes at the institutional, regional, and national levels. Sandra also embodies commitment to nursing scholarship and research and has inspired really many of her staff to return to school to earn an advanced degree. Leadership mentoring is also a real talent of Sandra's. She has, for example, supported 2 newly graduated master's prepared nurses into positions of nurse manager and assistant nurse manager in the last couple of years. That's real evidence of success, isn't it? Sandra also provides leadership to the regional oncology community by serving on the board of the Puget Sound Oncology Nurses Society and the National Symposium Planning Committee, which provides education and updates to oncology nurses in the entire Pacific Northwest region. Sandra Olson is a very worthy recipient of the UW-Tacoma Nursing Outstanding Alum Award. Now let's hear from Sandra.
Hello, UW-Tacoma Nursing School graduates, faculty, staff, friends, and family. I'm very honored to be with you today in celebration of a dedication to learning during what has been a particularly difficult year and a half for all of us. I am also deeply honored to have been nominated for this prestigious award from UW-Tacoma because I know there are nurses in our communities and workplaces who are working tirelessly to advance nursing, to ensure that there are nurse leaders at every level of organizations and who are out there striving for better patient outcomes and healthier communities. So thank you. Thank you to everybody. My name is Sandra Olson, and I'm the Associate Director of Nursing and Clinical Operations at Seattle Cancer Care Alliance Hospital. I graduated with my master's degree in 2018, and I remember being very excited to have met the requirements for my degree, as I'm sure you are. I hope that as you move forward, you will continue to invest in your education to further your knowledge and to share that knowledge with others. I hope that you will not forget to use your PDSA cycle when some project that you've worked on or idea that you had didn't quite turn out the way that you had anticipated. It works. I also hope that and wish you all the best in your journey forward, and to not forget how you started and how far you've come. I know for me, it started as a relatively young nurse wanting to just be better and seeking certification. And then at some point being a more formal leader and wanting to understand and improve more. You will have many opportunities throughout your careers, and I wish for you all the best. To our faculty and staff and friends and family, thank you. I am sure that you, like my friends and family and colleagues when I was in school, have provided endless support and an ear and gave us all some grace when some end of our juggling left something undone or not done as well as we would have wanted. Thank you to all, and best wishes.
Well done. I'm going to next introduce who you all really want to hear from, and that is the two student speakers that are MN grads selected to speak with us and inspire us today. We have two outstanding graduates, and I'm going to introduce them both before they both speak. So first of all, we have Miss Linda Fish, who will be followed by Miss Diana Sue. Linda Fish's pre-licensure education was right here in Tacoma, Washington at Tacoma Community College. She also earned a BS from Cal State Fresno in health sciences with a minor in music. Linda has worked at Multicare and CHI Franciscan at their St. Francis facility, as well as across the US in Kansas City and San Antonio, and in Europe at Landstuhl Regional Medical Center, a military facility in Germany. Linda describes herself as born and raised in the ER, though she has recently ventured out to pre and post-op settings. Our second speaker is Miss Diana Sue, and her pre-licensure education is from Seattle University, where, as I understand it, she just loved A&P so much that she was a TA for those courses for 2 years while she was in school. She is currently an RN on the stem cell transplant and immunotherapy unit, working in oncology and with patients for the last 7 years. She is also on the unit practice committee, where she assesses the need for unit-wide knowledge and to see if there are any deficit. She has developed 4 newer RNs, or RNs who might be experienced but new to these units, at UW Medical Center and the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance. A series of courses in oncology nursing in cellular therapies, chemotherapies, and biotherapies, for example. She also teaches patients, and this is just a perfect fit for our education option, which was her choice while in school. So we're all yours and eager to hear from you too.
Oh, hello there. You caught me working on my scholarly project. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Linda Fish. Thank you for the honor in speaking with Diana for our graduating Master of Nursing class. This year is no more exceptional than the last, with the pandemic and continuous balance between school, work, and life. We have persevered through a challenging time. Therefore, with advancing our nursing practice, I encourage everyone to inspire our future nurses to endure through the demanding times and to not give up. much like our professors in our program encouraging us to continue, to keep going even when you fall or you're feeling down. Some famous people that have persevered was Michael Jordan, who was cut from his high school team, yet is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Dr. Seuss's first book, And to Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street, was denied by 27 publishers. The 28th publisher, Vanguard Press, ended up selling 6 million copies. And Oprah Winfrey, who was fired early in her career as a TV news anchor, and now she's a successful producer, talk show host, actress, and philanthropist. And we can't forget about Jerry Seinfeld, who was booed off stage at his first stand-up comedy appearance. Now he's a successful comedian, actor, writer, and producer. So when you think you can't get back up from falling down, think of these people who have endured until they succeeded. And look at us and how far we have come to completing graduate school during a pandemic. And to top it all off, we're all graduating. Now, there's a few people I would like to thank for their support during my educational journey. Even though my name will appear on the diploma, it does not belong to me. This degree belongs to everyone here because you have been at my side, cheering me on and motivating me to be better. This degree belongs to my parents, who have been there for me since birth. This degree belongs to my husband, Grant, who encouraged me to start and continue when I didn't think I could. You believed in me even when I didn't. I love you. This degree belongs to my son, Gavin. Every day you fill my cup and inspire me to be a better version of myself. This degree belongs to my friends, Laura and Monica, for your encouragement and friendship through the good times and bad. This degree belongs to my professors and mentors for your guidance and inspiration, Dr. Stevens, Dr. Johnson, Dr. Harling, Dr. Shannon Dorsey, Dr. Maloney, and Dr. Reyes. From Pierce College, Tiffany Smith-Fromm, Vicki Dixon, Mindy Saw, Dee Hughes, Rosie Watson, and Rosanna Camacho. Now, if I may, I would like to propose a toast to all of you. To the nights that turned into morning, friends that turned into family, and dreams that turned into reality. Cheers and congratulations.
Hello, fellow Masters of Nursing graduates, faculty, and loved ones. My name is Diana Sue, and I am so honored to be speaking in front of you all on such a momentous day. Today marks the start of a few things for us all. The start of a beautiful Seattle summer, what will possibly be the last time I ever have to address you on Zoom, and also, most importantly, the end of a wild grad school journey. And while I love talking to you all from the confines of my spare bedroom, office, multi-purpose room, I think we should take this to somewhere a little bit more scenic, don't you?
That is so much better. Well, we are here at UW-T, and so I get to show your loved ones around. But I think that we have heard enough about unprecedented times in this past past year and a half. And I'm just so amazed at how every one of you guys have risen up to the occasion and have really adapted and been flexible and really just elevated your practice and done so many great things throughout this time. And I just think about all the parents out there. I think of Katrina, I think of Katie, I think of Sarah, who are not only working and in school, but also raising their little ones and also homeschooling them. I think of all the people who have taken on new roles and positions at their institutions and have really adapted and risen and used their degree. I'm thinking of Eileen and Susie out there. And then I really commend all the people who just are so devoted to tackling on racial disparities and how these impact the people that we care for in our communities, like Rebecca Allen or Nikki Coleman. You guys are just rock stars, truly. And then I have to, of course, talk about my fellow co-speaker, Linda, who is a fellow Asian American and who I feel so blessed to share this time with, speaking to you all. And I am just so blown away with the fact that, the past year we've seen so much hatred and malice and prejudice in our nation, but it touches my heart and it makes me so, so loved and appreciated that you guys nominated 2 Asian American women to speak to you guys at this moment. That is amazing. I'm just so proud of us all for, navigating school and life. And not only that, but being on the front lines during a pandemic. I'm just so amazed by how resilient and how strong nurses are. And every one of you guys make me so proud to be one of your peers and also one of your fellow nurses. We made it through this MN program without the Third World War happening, and with just a couple of, minor crying sessions, breakdowns to Taylor Swift, that sort of thing. Or at least that's my experience. But I just really want to acknowledge a couple of people who made this program possible. First of all, Kathleen Shannon Dorsey. You were so reassuring, and your guidance meant the world to me. You were there on day one of grad school, and here you are shepherding me on the last day. And I just appreciate everything that you've done for me throughout my whole entire oncology journey and my nursing career. And of course, I have to acknowledge my oncology girls. There's Dana Malik and Andrea Navarre. You two are just everything. You guys are my closest friends in the program. You have supported me throughout this. You've always answered my questions when I didn't read all the emails. Without you guys, I'd be nothing, and I certainly wouldn't have made it through this program. And then we have my friends and all my coworkers on 8 Northeast at UW Med. You guys are awesome. And my friends and my family, Linda, Gary, my mom and my dad, David and Roger, and of course my sweet husband, Dylan, who kept me sane, kept me fed, tolerated listening to hours on end of all the Taylor Swift albums throughout paper writing. You are just everything to me. So thank you all so much for your love and support. And to all my 2021 graduates, congratulations. We are done. But 2021 graduates, my biggest gift to you all is that you'll never, ever have to hear me talk about stem cell transplants again. Also, I tried my hardest to get Taylor Swift to record a little thing for us for a parting message. But it turns out the girl's busy, so I tried DMing her, I tried having all my friends DM her, tweeting at her. I had to learn how to tweet for this, but alas, she's not here. But just know she's here in spirit, and she is very proud of you all.
Thank you, Linda and Diana, for those wonderful words of wisdom and fun. I think that was just exactly what it is that we needed to hear. And now for the main event, which is going to be facilitated by our Dr. Kathleen Shannon Dorsey. Now, what you might not know about Kathleen is that she actually is here today with only one of her 3 hats on. She is, first of all, the Director of Clinical Nursing Research, Education, and Practice for the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance. She is a staff scientist at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center, and she is an associate teaching professor at UW-Tacoma School of Nursing and Healthcare Leadership. You might also not know that she has been with us since the first week that we opened our doors. And so she has been here as long as we have. Kathleen will introduce the faculty chair for each student supervisory committee and will then read the name and the curriculum option of each graduating master's students. And so, Dr. Shannon Dorsey, we are all yours.
Thank you, Sharon. It really is a great honor to be a part of these academic celebrations. If we were able to give you a hood from the University of Washington, Tacoma, and hood each one of you, as we would like to do in person, it is a very surreal moment of realizing that you and your chair have reached this with the other people, as Diana and Linda so gracefully pointed out. You make the journey with all those you love. But this is a pandemic moment the most personal celebration. And I want to invite each of the graduates to take this moment, savor the moment of what it means to have accomplished so much and to still be, at this point in time, able to laugh, to celebrate, and to know that now you won't have to do homework. You won't be having to read, take care of the dog, watch all of the other elements of life and work that you had to balance. You are growing into a brand new place as an advanced practice nurse, and each one of your faculty and administration, we celebrate that moment with you. So we will begin now, and the celebration, as Sharon said, will have your chair celebrating your achievements, and then words from you.
Hi, class 2021. I'm Jie Zheng, faculty in the School of Nursing and Healthcare Leadership. While looking at all of you next to this finish line, what comes to my mind is your determination, commitment, and resilience over the past few years. Now I feel really hopeful for the days to come because all of you as our UW alumni will continue to apply the knowledge, problem-solving skills, and the appreciation of diversity, equity, and inclusion to create changes in our society. Congratulations.
Natalie Chan Moorhead, nurse educator. Natalie says that her most notable academic accomplishment was maintaining grades and finishing the program despite many life events, including the birth of her daughter in 2018. She thanks all of the faculty for being outstanding and always supportive. Virginia Nikki Coleman, also nurse educator. During Nikki's first quarter, she was excited to meet a fellow tribal member, and she says that they spent too much time in the back row of our classes whispering to each other like little kids. She says that Dr. Ching and Dr. Yuan were particularly supportive. Nikki enjoyed her time at UWT and is grateful for this program and expresses her gratitude to everyone that helped her with the Tlingit word, Gunalnachish. My apologies for not saying it as clearly. It is a Tlingit word.
Congratulations to all our graduates. You've persevered and overcome many difficulties, and you all should be quite proud of all that you've achieved. Today marks the closing of one aspect of your professional life, but with it comes other opportunities. As that great philosopher Dr. Seuss once proclaimed, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Congratulations to everyone.
Eileen On, graduating with her nurse educator concentration. Eileen wrote her scholarly inquiry project on literature review on technology-assisted interventions for rural breast cancer survivors. Jennifer Craven, leader in healthcare delivery, was her concentration. Jennifer wants to apply her degree to healthcare quality and improvement and thanks Gavin Gus and Zayla Parnham for their support. Shannon Williams, nurse educator. Shannon's favorite class was T-Nurse 511 with Dr. Stevens because she enjoyed the interaction between Christine and her fellow classmates. She plans to use her degree to help teach and to learn from future leaders in the nursing field.
Congratulations, graduates. You have overcome many obstacles and should just be very proud of all of your accomplishments. I'll say it again, congratulations.
Camille Hubbard, nurse educator. Camille recognizes a number of people for their support during the MM program, including Dr. Heerling and Dr. Stevens and her family, her husband Anthony, children Cameron and Carter, mother Carol, and in-laws Bill and Susan. She says her greatest academic accomplishment was completing the program during a pandemic while also working full-time and assisting with the virtual homeschooling for her children. Andrea Navarre, nurse educator. Andrea's favorite class was her very first quality and safety, and she describes it as a blessing. She wants to give a huge shout out to her BFF Diana Sue for her support and says congratulations to all of her fellow classmates. Megan Petra, nurse educator. Megan thanks Dr. Heerling for her support during the MM program. Her project focused on the effect of vascular access decision tree in burn patients.
Congratulations, MN class of 2021. You have faced unprecedented challenges with tenacity and achievement. I am so proud of each and every one of you. You will go on to do great things.
Janelle Bailey, nurse educator. Janelle says that she will take the spirit of an educator into the work she does every day. She wants to see the potential in others and bring out the best in each of them and hopes to continue to learn each and every day. She is thankful to her committee chair, Patsy Malone, who really helped her make scholarly projects successful. And she is thankful for the support and assistance across the program. Katie Blanchard, nurse educator. Katie wants to thank her family, especially her 3 little monsters in Troy. She wants to thank also Dr. Maloney for being the world's best mentor and says she was always there to keep her going. Katrina Freitag, leader in healthcare delivery. Katrina is proud to have reached the end of the MN program despite the trials and tribulations of work, life, and school. She is grateful for the support of Dr. Maloney and Dr. Stevens, as well as the mentorship of a previous MN graduate, Jennifer Swackhammer. Without Jennifer's mentorship, nudging, and open arms, I wouldn't be where I am today. Grace Hilda Merriam, nurse educator. Grace Hilda plans to work as a nurse professional development practitioner. She gives a special thank to her chair, Dr. Maloney, and to Dr. Johnson for her flexibility during the spring and autumn 2020 COVID quarters. I want to express my congratulations to all of you for this important achievement that you have done. The hooding moment is a time we pause and celebrate what you have achieved. I've been privileged to be your chairs during this time and to see the courage and perseverance that you have had. Congratulations, and we celebrate your achievements today. Colleen Detweiler, nurse educator. Colleen's proudest academic achievement in the MN program was writing a paper that required hard work, structure, and focus during a time when things were uncertain, chaotic, and for lack of a better word, scary. She says that all of her professors were helpful and attentive through her MN experience and that they provided her with invaluable guidance. Dana Malik, nurse educator. Dana's post-graduation dream is to work in nursing staff development at healthcare institution, equipping new oncology nurses to survive when dealing with death and suffering of patients. While she found the transition to all online learning during the pandemic went smoothly, her first quarter in 2019 was memorable because she enjoyed studying and loved being an adult learner while supporting all the local restaurants. Diana Sue, nurse educator. Diana Sue wants to thank her supportive husband, Dylan, for keeping her sane and caffeinated over the last 2.5 years. She also expresses her appreciation for Kathleen, Shannon Dorsey, and the team at Seattle Cancer Care Alliance. Throughout this program, she has discovered her love for novice nurses and bettering nursing care for oncology patients. She hopes to achieve this degree and work towards these aims. Linda Fish, nurse educator. Linda plans to educate future nurses on the art and science of being a great nurse. She says she is thankful for the nights that turned into morning, friends that turned into family, and dreams that turned into reality.
Congratulations, 2021 graduates. Despite the especially challenging year, you were able to accomplish a lot and earn this very well-deserved advanced degree in nursing. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors and go lead in creating a just, equitable, and healthy world through shared community power and a spirit of inquiry. Congratulations.
Nikki Glazer, leader in healthcare delivery. Nikki will use her MM degree to open more opportunities for her nursing career. Sarah Herzog, leader in healthcare delivery. Sarah wishes to thank Jason White, Debbie Grace, Carrie Guest, and her parents for all their support. Her plan is to become a nurse manager.
Congratulations, class of 2021. It's been a remarkable year yet again, but you've really done a remarkable job and you've made it. And so go out there in the world, change the world, and congratulations for doing such a remarkable job. Take care.
Welcome to your graduation class of 2021. I'm so proud of the amazing work that you have done during this great 2021 year that will live in the history books as one of the most important years for nursing and healthcare leadership for eternity. Our work here has only just begun. We must continue to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. The person who said that was not Bob Marley, but it was Marcus Garvey. Take this to heart, everybody. You are now beginning the work. Look behind you, look where you have come. Only forward is where the struggle lies, and inside the struggle lies truth, and reconciliation, and healing, and light for the rest of the world, and for your time, and for your families. Thank you very much. It's been great to know some of you, and I look forward to seeing you sparkle out there in the future. Now I'm going to drink my tea and raise a toast to you. Cheerio!
Good afternoon, MN class of 2021. This is Dr. David Reyes, and I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on this wonderful achievement of completing your master's program. I know this has been an unprecedented year for learning professionally and personally, but you've overcome this great challenge, and I just want to congratulate you on all your accomplishments and to ask you, when you have time, just drop us a note. You take on a new mantle of leadership, and that hopefully your education here has equipped you to do that. So again, my personal congratulations to you, and best to you in the future.
Congratulations, class of 2021. All the best as you go off into the world after graduation. We're so delighted and so honored that you took your journey with us through your master's program. Wishing you nothing but the best, and congratulations again.
So we come to the heartfelt end of faculty and moments of chairs telling you how much we appreciate you. This day is my last day as well, as I've been teaching for 30 years with the University of Washington, Tacoma. And as I sit here in academic regalia, I want you to think of the words carpe diem, which in Latin means not seize the day as people have thought, but really hold the day. Hold precious what this day really represents for each of you. Celebrate the new babies that have come in these years of going to school, the events, the life events that have transpired. Know that all you have been in the journey of personal, professional, and our world global events. You have played a very important and significant role, and you persevered to do something that in 100 years other people have never had to do, which was getting your graduate degree. Who knew that when you signed up for this, it would be such an adventure? We acknowledge the award winners. We acknowledge the faculty whose hearts go to each of you and wish we could celebrate. As Diana with her champagne gave us evidence, may there be toasting, may there be celebrations. And we are very grateful for being in this part of your life. And I would say carpe diem with the gentleness of hold the day as well as hold yourself. Bless you, and go forward with great anticipation of what is yet ahead. Thank you. Sharon will close us out on this most prestigious of days.
Thank you, Kathleen. And as with you all who are now alums and our faculty and staff, please remember you are ours forever. We will always aim to stay connected to you and trust that you will do the same. So as our program comes to an end, please send another virtual thank you. Use mental telepathy and send out that virtual thanks to both our faculty and to our staff for the tremendous amount of work that it takes all of us, including you and your preceptors and your family and friends support system, in order for you to complete your degree. Our staff and faculty are really kind of the antivirus program that removes obstacles and keeps us all running, masked of course, and socially distanced toward completion of that degree in this era of COVID. You graduates are our nursing leaders, educators, managers, and patient care experts. You grew up in life and in nursing around the world. and you bring to healthcare an important global view. You teach experienced RNs and brand new students, as well as family members. These nurses that you see here today are those who will care for you and for your family in labor and delivery, in elementary school gymnasiums and playgrounds, in critical care and oncology units, and in hospice. These nurses will lead nursing education programs and healthcare organizations. And we hope they will add to the number of our alums who have been state legislators. Whether in public schools, hospitals, the community, or Congress, in their civilian and military lives, all those honored here today will be improving the health of our region, our county, our neighborhood, and across the US and various parts of the world. Remember, nurses are still the most trusted professionals in the US, and we count on you to uphold that reputation. MN grads, enjoy this accomplishment that you have worked so hard to achieve. It's been a long haul to earn this degree, and we know that's not easy. Hold on to this moment of celebration wherever you are in the world, knowing that as master's prepared nurses, your responsibilities will go on much longer than today's celebration. We are very proud of you, extremely proud of you and what it is that you have achieved, and we trust that you'll stay in touch with us. Again, thank you everybody for coming and for celebrating with our graduates. And I hope wherever you are, you will lend hands of applause to the celebration. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.